We're talking about The Matrix. Wiping my feet off there. Got a lot of gunkus on the floors. That's right, we're talking about The Matrix today, folks. It's the go-to movie for new couples to be amazed at each other to admit that they haven't seen it. In my opinion, this movie isn't really underrated, nor is it overrated. It's kind of just rated. Because it's held in high regard, and I think it deserves the praise that it's been given. I think it's one of the best movies of all time. It was one of the first rated R movies that my parents let little Dare Bear see when I was just a little Dare cub. The premise is simple. It's actually not very simple. It's very complex. It's about this little hacker boy. He's just a cyber baby. His name is Neo. He keeps getting all of these messages online. He gets told by this guy named Morbius to follow the White Rabbit. And he sees a couple looks show up to his door, sell him some acid. He sees a little rabbit tattoo on the lookat's arm, as you do. Follows that look, and they go to a club where he meets Trinidad. They don't like each other very much at first, it seems. He says he thinks that she would be a man, and she says, yeah, I get that a lot, but there's like a love story that comes later. So she's basically just playing a little brain seed in our little hacker boy's brain cell that tells him to watch out, just be cautious. So then Neo, he gets a little scuffle at work. He gets a phone call from Morbius. Morbius is saying, hey bud, there's a couple of Mormons after your ass. Hide from them. They're going to sell you something. They're going to implant their seed into your seed. You're not going to have any more seeds left. He goes on the side of the building. Morbius is like, jump. And he's like, what? I'm not going to do that. So then he gets caught by the Mormons. They take him to church. They put a little buggo in his belly button there. He wakes up the next day thinking it was all a dream. Well, then he meets up with some people who put a little machine and they suck that buggy right out of him. So, right off the bat, you're a little freaked out. You're like, what is this, a horror movie? What is this, an action movie? Is this a comedy? Is this a romance? Is this a romantic comedy? Is this a romantic action horror comedy? It's kind of a little bit of everything. After that, they take Neo up to see Morbius. He offers him two options. He says one of these is a Mikey knife, one of these is a hot tamale. You eat the hot tamale, you're gonna end up part of the brew crew. We're gonna be hanging out. We're gonna be freestyle rapping on the ship. We're gonna be smoking fat doinks.
I got loud.
You take the blue pill. You become a little hacker baby boy again. You basically just keep living your life. So he red pills himself. He gets sucked up by a little tube where he goes on this fun fucking water slide. And then a claw grabs him. He ends up on he ends up on a ship. There's all these crew. You got Mouse, you got Spigot Ryan, you got Tito Sarfuentes, Emerald Lagasse's on that bad boy. Jimmy Dean himself is on the ship with him. Character actor Lawrence Fishburne, played by a different guy who's not Lawrence Fishburne. It's a whole lot of fun. They get into all sorts of hijinks. They start eating corn and stuff. There's another little baby hacker boy who's like, I like the corn. I made a woman in a red dress. I'm a good hacker. And everyone's like, shut the fuck up, you little bitch. Okay? He shuts the fuck up. Then Morbius and Neo, they start clashing. They start going head to head, playing a little bit of Street Fighter with each other, huh? They start taking a liking to each other's fighting style. Then Morbius loads him into the jump game, and he's like, this time, you gotta jump for real, pal. And Neo's like, what? Morbius is like this, and he jumps and lands on the other side, and Neo fucking goes for it, lands flat on the concrete and bounces. As a kid, I thought that was the coolest shit. That was the coolest part of the whole goddamn movie, was when he bounced on the concrete, on the asphalt. Morbius explains that what he was living before when he was a little baby hacker boy was the fake world. Now he's in the real world. That's the real deal, everybody. That's the reality. He's now in the reality. He's in the real space. Real world, Nebuchadnezzar. Anyway, he explains that there's some machines They're hunting humans. Humanity is on the brink of collapse because the machines want to turn humans into little baby hacker battery boys. Why wouldn't you have a problem with that? The Oracle prophesized we would have somebody who was the one. And we think that might be you. So that is when Neo's like, well, that's fucked up. I'm gonna do something about it. Boots up into the real world. Meanwhile, there's a bald guy, Baldy Boy 317. He's in the Blue Man Crew. He has a problem with Neo. He makes a deal with the machines. He's like eating a steak. He's like, this tastes good, buy me more steak. He essentially has this plan of sabotage this whole time where he's gonna kill everybody on the ship when they least expect it. He's trying to get booted out of the Matrix while everybody else is in the Matrix. And when everybody's incapacitated on the ship because they're in the Matrix program, he's gonna wake up on his own. He's gonna come back. He's gonna kill the pilot of the ship. He's gonna kill everybody else. He's just gonna hold the plug while they're still booted up. What a dick, what a jerk. The purpose of that is to get him to be Trinidad's lover and not Neo. When they get loaded up, so many people are dying left and right. Little Hacker Baby Boy number 2 is the first one to, he gets clapped. He gets shot in the back, and it's because somebody's messing with the system. There's a glitch in the system. Neo saw Black Cat earlier. He's like, that's deja vu. They were like, deja vu? That's a glitch in the system. Then they're on the run from the agents because the agents found them. So they gotta run. They gotta defeat the agents. They gotta take all the machines out of the Matrix. They gotta make sure that everything is at peace. Morbius and Neo go up to the Oracle. It's a little apartment building. The Oracle's like, nah, I ain't feeling this kid. And then Neo's like, all right. And then he dips. Morbius is like, don't even tell me, I already know. I already know what she said. You already know what it is. And Neo's like, fuck, what am I supposed to do? Baldy Boy 317 clips back into the ship. He starts pulling plugs. He starts shooting people. He shoots the driver. The driver's like, what the fuck? And then his brother comes in. He gets shot too. He's basically in command of everybody's lives now. He can pull the plug whenever he wants. Then the driver's brother comes back with a gun and he pops him. He claps Baldy Boy 317. But now the team is whittled down to just Trinidad, Neo, and Morbius. And that's an issue. Because Baldy Boy's dead, the rest of the crew is dead except for the pilot that killed him. Well, they're in the walls. They kidnap Morbius, hold him hostage in this building, and then this really cool fight scene happens where Trinidad and Neo walk into the building with a bunch of guns. People started blaming this scene for school shootings or whatever, I don't know. I was really young when all this happened. They execute Order 66 on this whole building. They shoot all these dummy army guys who are fake and they're not even real anymore. They're all fake. It's all binary here. It's like a video. Anyway, they're doing flips. They're fucking running around. Neo does this thing where he like leans back all the way because he's trying not to get hit. And then Trinity comes up, she shoots that one in the face. They save Morbius, who is in a chair. He breaks out of the chains, he finds his strength, and Neo finds out that he needs Morbius. He's like a father figure to him. He's gone from a father to a brother. It's like a really messed up version of one of those step family pornos, you know? He runs up, he jumps across, he saves the guy. They got Morbius. They go through the helicopter crash. It crashes into the building. The ripples like after you jump into a picture in a Mario game. And then it blows up. Then they got the Mormons hot on their tail. The Mormons really want to proselytize these motherfuckers. So they go down to a subway station. They're all calling out, but guess what? Neo can't call out in time because the line done dropped. So he just has to kick ass. He gets away. He decides, I might not be the one, but these Mormons are really pissing me off. I'm gonna have to take them out myself. So he goes back in. He fights the Mormons. They almost kill him. There's a big chase scene. They pretty much do kill him. Everybody on the ship is like, shit, that was the one. That was Neo. That was Neo. That was Neo. Then Trinidad's like, I love this motherfucker. I love you, motherfucker.
Well, I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
I'm gonna kiss you. So she kisses him. He comes back. He gains the power of love. He starts punching him with kisses. He starts shooting him with love. He starts kicking him with hugs. And ultimately, the Mormons realize that he is the one, and he's too powerful for them. During all that, in the real world, the machines are about to come on board the ship and take everybody out. But Neo's power proves that, guess what? There's a duality between the Mormons in the Matrix and the machines in real life. This brings us to the end where Neo is walking around the Matrix, walking around the binary, playing the video game, goes up to the phone booth, dials the number, says, hey, I'm Neo. I might not be the one, but I love you. And then he flies and Rage Against the Machine plays.
Killing in the name of...
This movie changed me as a person who really loves film and a person who really loves the arts. I love the storytelling. It got me into a little bit into Greek mythology. I'm not too much into Greek mythology still. It's a little bit lofty for me sometimes. But this is a somewhat modernized version of the allegory of the cave. I'm sure in 20 years people are going to start thinking it was dated, but I think The Matrix will go down as a classic film, and that's why I just explained it badly. Thanks for watching the video. You see me on the street, just say hi, you know. I love you.